What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We are out here with another Patreon request. This time we're checking out this band called DELAIN, and the song is The Glory and the Scum. Okay, now my Patreon said that this is one of their top 5 rock bands of all time. Now that's crazy, right? Top 5. Anyways, he said it was more of an Evanescence kind of style, so probably gonna get some very, very powerful vocals, right? Just like the lead singer, Amy, was that her name? And then, of course, very, very melodic type of riffs and stuff. That's the type of stuff that encourages you to sing along with them. So I'm expecting melodic vocals, melodic tunes, and just straight epicness in this song. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up. Immediately. Oh. Hold on, before we jump straight into that, that's interesting. That that gave me those same type of vibes that I hear when I listen to Nightwish, right? With with Floor, they like to include like that organ kind of sound in there to really kind of give it almost like that epic fantasy type feel, and that's the same type of stuff that I got from just that little play right there, that little added effects in there. That's awesome. I love them when rock bands kind of incorporate that stuff into it. It's not like necessarily just guitars, like your standard guitar and your standard keyboard and drums and everything. They throw in some more those special effects in there to really elevate the sound. Okay, we ain't even gotten to the lyrics yet. Christ, man, these freaking sound effects they got going in here. This ain't just a simple song. They've woven all kinds of magic into this. Very interesting thing if she's saying, if it bleeds, it leads, right? So pretty much, the not necessarily looking for any type of other type of qualification other than, if it bleeds, it leads. People pretty much is gonna, allow it to lead if somebody steps up, right? Regardless if they're wrong or not. Oh yeah, you look like a pretty good candidate. Sure, you can go ahead and lead and everything. Interesting that you said thorns and everything, and if you're saying that it's a monster in that it's a monster inside of us, in each of us, right? And when she says that, I'm sitting here thinking sometimes we would put certain people like people in position in power and whatnot, and then some of those people would turn around and do some of this nonsensical things, and I'm sitting here thinking, well, those nonsensical things probably been with them. It's just that we were too busy just wanting them to lead that we didn't stop to see that. Right. So technically we could be monsters as well because we probably saw it before. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking right now, but I just can't get over this instrumental. And she has some amazing vocals as well. All right, let's rewind that. Thorns remain. Oh, and then she said thorns remain while flowers fall, right? So our innocence, if you will, starts disappearing over time, right? And the thorns start showing, and then the petals, our beauty, monsters being revealed now as it keeps going on, as these things keep going on. A thing of the past. Interesting, such a proper prodigy, right? So if you're going to ascend, you must be a monster. Some people say that the path to millions or the path to rich is very, very rare, rarely, what's the word, nice, like a nice path. Some people get trampled over, so you might have to make a few enemies trying to get their way up to the top and everything, right? So you might have to become a little bit more of that monster that you didn't want to be in order to see your dreams achieved, right? A proper prodigy. That's interesting. They got some wordplay in here. rhythm part is very heavy too. Tear down and build. All consuming. See, that's interesting with Glory and Scum. We've all played these type of video games, which I'm pretty sure you guys who are watching this, pretty sure you've played your share of video games if you haven't. And sometimes when we play those games that venture off into space or whatnot, sometimes if you like read some of the lore, the thing that it talks about is just humankind, like no specific race, no specific like type of people and everything, just humankind. Sole purpose is to go out and multiply, go out and multiply, go out and multiply. If the earth gets destroyed, we leave earth to go find something else to go out and multiply and destroy at the same time, right? So glory, because we have the ability to keep the human mankind, prospering, right? Whether it be if we have to move to another planet, science fiction, of course, we're not gonna freaking move to another planet. I feel like it may be a thing right now, but probably not. But anyways, that type of things, we're able to achieve all this marvelous things, right? Marvelous in technologies, breathtaking stuff and everything. But at the same time, depending on who's making it, you're destroying the very earth that we live on. So we also are the scum. So that's what I take from that, what she just said. Take a step back and shake your head. Be like, dang, that's a pretty nice rocket. But you didn't put a hole over here, man. And now trees can't grow there. And now that little part, that part is not producing the oxygen that we need. And our airs are getting a little bit more polluted with all the cars and stuff that we drive. Glory, nice rocket. Scum, we lost oxygen. Yeah. Mixing, the vocals are amazing. Creative entropy, nice. Oh, solo guitar low time. Very eerie beginning to it. Which one is the singer? Is there two women up there? Oh, there is. Okay, I see who the singer is. The chick in the black coat, I think. Yo, the rhythm section is killing it. This guy shredding. Yeah, I definitely see Nightwish in there. And I don't know who is first, but I love type of compositions like this, right? It feels more orchestrated than it does like rock and like what do they call those things? Do they call it rock operas? Where things feel, are they called rock operas? Like what's that movie with Jack Black with the devil? The Destiny, Pick of Destiny. I still haven't seen the movie. I did a reaction to like almost the last part of the scene of the movie, and I still haven't seen it. And that was like a year or two ago. I haven't sat down and watched it, honestly. Would you call that a rock opera? But that might be something different, right? I don't know what to call it when you fuse rock instrument or the general sound of rock, orchestrated elements, rock orchestra. Pretty sure it has a name, but whatever it is, I like that. You know, it changes. The lyrics have been changing every chorus, every hook. All in the that was actually pretty good band. Good lyrics and everything. Actually talking about some stuff. Of course, falls to sum up everything. Then we are. If anything, it's kind of like you pointing your blame somebody as a monster, but you're a monster as well. Putting people in leadership positions. Watching our innocence fall as we become a little bit more ruthless, right? And then, as I was saying earlier, we create marvels, but at the cost of what? Probably the things we rip those things from to create those marvels that we have. So very interesting. They caught it, and for some reason, the glory in the scum, right? So I'm sitting here thinking the repetition of monster. Maybe I would have thought human instead of the repetition of monster, right? Because now that she says monster multiple times, the glory and the scum, I can't really, like, if I'm thinking of like an actual like monster, I can't necessarily think of anything that would be glorious about a monster, outside of blown out proportions. Might be gloriful. If you saw a werewolf, I mean, that could possibly be gloriful and everything. But like I said, that's kind of going the more fantasy kind of way and everything. We are technically monsters, and I can see that. I'm just thinking more specifically humans, but humans are monsters. So I don't know. I'm just talking. Uh, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.